Welcome back, fake sports fans. Well, the Jays tied the series up in Game 4. Now in Game 5, the winner takes it all and moves on to the ALCS to face Boston. So for Game 5, we'll have a Game 1 rematch. The Jays send Yoshinobu Yamamoto to the mound to go up against Shane McClanahan. So let's have a look at the lineups and then get into the game. And as always, we play with quick counts on for a fast-paced game.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Toronto Blue Jays. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Toronto Blue Jays.
So just about set. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead of the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Okay, all set to go. And now for the Twins, Byron Buxton on the ground to third. The throw to first, and an easy out to start the game. Here's Carlos Correa. And that one is lifted in the air. Butler ranging back. And it's caught for the out. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Royce Lewis. Singing Game 5 an elimination spot, and the spotlight is focused on this guy.
Everybody looks to the star players in big games like this, and this is what you get paid for. Time to come through.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And there's a ball. 2 outs, base is empty. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And here is Andres Negron. And that one sliced foul. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound today, Shane McClanahan.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And
for
we're
the
back.
Jays,
And the batter now, Lawrence Butler. And a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck, right field. Walner raging back towards the wall. Adios! Peralta! And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. Here's Adley Rutschman. And it is 2-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in this decisive Game 5. That one misses. 3 balls and a strike.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down. Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Out towards right center field. Buxton sprinting after it. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Here's a 1-1. Ball. Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls, 1 strike.
1 run across in the frame so far. We're here in Game 5 of this American League Division Series. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Hands full.
In the dirt. The other way, and foul ball. And a pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. That's the first curve we've seen today, and it shouldn't be the last. Now it's Christian Yelich. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Buxton settles under it and makes the catch. And that'll do it. The pivotal Game 5 of the Division Series. And now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Butler settles under it. Hauls it in for the out. 1 down. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Henderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. In the air, right side. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he'll make it safely. That's a double.
Batting 7, catcher Ryan Jeffers.
1 out. Runner at second. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Man at second. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through it for the K. The high heat, too much on that one.
Batting 8, the
Next is the designated hitter, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
2-2 count.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. Here's the Toronto catcher, Gabriel Moreno. On the outside corner, 2-2.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. Over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
And it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle
7,
of the infield
third
and took it back where it came from. There's just no one there to knock it down.
So up next for Toronto, David Fry. Fly ball to right. Wallner on the move. Wallner makes the play.
Batting 8, shortstop.
This is Bryson Stott. That one the other way. Pulls it down, and there are 2 away.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. All set for the start of the inning. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit
Kyle
here.
Schwarber.
That one fouled off. Outside, and the count's full. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Going, gone. He sends it out of here. It's 1-1. So the batting order turns over. Here's Byron Buxton. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
But you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
That one 95 to finish him off. And here comes
Now
Carlos
batting,
Correa.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Butler on his way over, and there's two away. So up next for Minnesota,
Now
Royce
batting,
Lewis.
third baseman, Royce Lewis.
Two down, base is empty, but one run across here in this decisive Game 5. And that one is downstairs. Now 3-1. That clips the corner.
3-2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they can't get the
Now
out.
batting, number 9.
So a man at first. And next for Minnesota, Andres Negron. Swing and a foul out of play. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in Game 5 of this American League Division Series. And that's in the dirt.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Back to the top of the
Leading
lineup.
off
Here's
for
the
the
center
Jays.
fielder, Lawrence
Center
Butler.
fielder, Lawrence Butler.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a ball and 2 strikes. This to third. One up, one down. And now for the Jays,
Now that
Adley
is
Rutschman.
designated hitter,
One out,
Adley
base is empty.
Rutschman.
To the left side, but it is well fouled. That's inside. Breaking ball inside. And the count is filled up.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Everything came together
Now
for him.
batting,
I know it was
the
a
first
ground ball,
baseman,
but it was
Bryce
absolutely
Harper.
hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Pretty
Now
good spot.
batting,
Hard
right
and
fielder,
inside. But that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Two on, one out. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now it'll be Christian Yelich. Game time, series tied. This could be a turning point in this series if he can deliver.
Indeed, if he comes through with a hit here, it's going to change the entire approach that they can take against their opponent.
Down the left field line, looks like extra bases. Around third. He will score, and they take the lead. Here comes Harper around third. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. And now for the Twins, Matt Wallner. Here's a 2-1. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing, and he breaks his back. Fires over to first. And one gone to the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Now it's Brendan Rodgers. One down, base is empty. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. And that quickly, 2 away. Here's the power hitting catcher, Ryan Jeffers. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Fastball is outside. Hit hard on the ground to short. Stott over to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So digging in, Gabriel Moreno.
For the Jays, catcher Gabriel Moreno.
1-1 now.
Well, these Blue Jays showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one outside, and it's 3-2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And that's a base hit, and a good start to the inning.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. I
Third
can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Next to hit, David Fry. Swing and a ground ball over to Rodgers. Relay to first, double play. Bryson Stott next up for the Blue Jays.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got him swinging. Emmanuel Rodriguez getting ready to hit.
Leading off for the Twins, the designated hitter, Emmanuel Rodriguez.
Well, these Twins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The starter's pitch count is high because they've worked the count full against him 5 different times. Their pitch selection's been off the charts today.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Makes the catch, and there's one down. And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Now batting, left fielder Kyle Schwarber.
One down, base is empty. Gets under and pops it up. Fry has this one sized up. He's there. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. Now at the plate, Byron Buxton. 2 down, nobody on. 2 low, and it's ball 3.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. He circles the bases, and this game is tied. It's 2-2. Well, now here's Carlos Correa with a chance to hit. And downstairs. Into center. Grabs it on the run. And that is that. Here's Andres Jimenez. Outside with a breaking ball.
Well, these Jays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
That's hard hit on the line. Puts it away for the out. And next for Toronto, Lawrence Butler.
Center fielder, Lawrence Butler.
That clips the corner. All tied up here in this decisive Game 5. Swing and a slow roller. 2 up, 2 down. Adley Rutschman next up for the Blue Jays.
Hitter, Adley Rutschman.
That's off the inside corner, and the count 2-1. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one misses, and the count's full. Swing, and that ball smashed down the line. Buxton makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Kevin Ginkel.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 38, Kevin Ginkel.
So digging in, Royce Lewis.
Third baseman, Royce Lewis.
That one off the mark, ball 3. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Butler under this one. And out number 1 on the grab. And now, Andres
number 9.
Just missed.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's in there. And it's 2-2. Bases empty, 1 away. We're here in Game 5 of this American League Division Series. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. And now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. That's down and in. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. That That'll fire up the dugout, and they grab the lead. It's 3-2. So up next for Minnesota, Brendan Rodgers. The next offering misses. 2-1.
2-1.
And he grounds one to the right side. Jimenez throws to first in time. Third out, and that ends the frame. New arm out of the bullpen, Jason Adam.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
So Harper stands in.
For the Jays.
Both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Flips the corner, and the count 1-2.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is
gassed it right by him.
Now batting, right fielder.
Anthony Santander at the plate. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that's outside. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Outside with a breaking ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Christian Yelich digs in now.
Christian Yelich.
Blue Jays down a run. Next pitch off the play. 3-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Okay.
Swing, and that one's hammered. Deep drive. Way back there. That's worth the price of admission. It's 3-3. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Gabriel Moreno next up for the Blue Jays. Next pitch is outside. Yeah, that's fouled off. That's out to center field. Buxton moves under it. Brings it in for the third out. Well, new pitcher will be the lefty Matt Strom. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Now pitching for the Blue Jays, number 26, Matt Strom.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Yelich tracks it down for the out.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes
Now
of
batting,
balls in the
designated
gaps.
hitter,
They practice this,
Emmanuel
and when the game
Rodriguez.
comes, they make the play perfectly.
Swing and a miss and a slider.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. On the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. And next for Minnesota, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
Two outs. Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Slings to first. Schwarber out of the play. Out number 3.
Now pitching for
Cole
Minnesota.
Sands taking
Number
over on the mound.
24. Cole Sands.
And now
Leading
David
off for
Fry.
Toronto, third baseman, David Fry.
Next offering is foul back. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Correa over to first. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
For the Blue Jays,
Bryson Stott next up for the Blue Jays.
Bryson Stott.
Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a walk. Went with the cutter again, but couldn't find the zone.
Now
That's a really dangerous
Second
base runner to put on
baseman,
first,
Andres
especially in a tie game.
Jimenez.
Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's going to...
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Center fielder,
So the go-ahead run in scoring
Butler.
position at the plate. Lawrence Butler. Now there's a bullet down the line. And that's a fair ball. Run comes in from second, and they've taken the lead here in Game 5.
Comes through with the RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And now here is Adley Rutschman. Clips the corner, and the count's full. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the late stages of Game 5. And down on strikes. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Porter Hodge.
Now
These are the
pitching
spots
for the Blue
relievers
Jays.
really make a name for themselves.
Number 37.
Late and close.
Porter
There's not much margin for
Hodge.
error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Well,
Leading
one-run
off
game,
for the Twins.
and here's the
Center
Twins
fielder,
leadoff guy,
Byron
Byron Buxton. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball, that's out.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. And a 3-2. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout. And now for the
Now
Twins,
batting,
Carlos Correa.
Shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here in this decisive Game 5. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Royce Lewis,
Now
the
batting,
next
third
Twin up to
baseman,
hit.
Royce Lewis.
That one missed.
One strike.
Trying to hold a one-run lead. We're here in Game 5 of this American League Division Series.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. On the mound now for the Twins, Jorge Alcala.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So here is Bryce Harper.
For the Jays, first baseman Bryce Harper.
That one to first. Negron takes it himself, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Santander. Next offering is in for a strike.
Three balls, two strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight. So 2 down now. And here is Christian Yelich. And that one is inside.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That's through there for a strike. Swings and misses. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3.
Now pitching for
Mason
the Blue
Miller
Jays.
on to try and close it out.
Number 19.
Save opportunity for him right
Mason
here. He's their guy.
Miller.
Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Well, one-run game. Andres Negron
number
now
9.
at the plate. Next offering upstairs.
That's a really good take.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Ball 4, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the 4 count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
On the ground, a short could be 2. There's 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play. So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Rodgers. 2 down, nobody on.
Too high. Ball.
Check swing, and he went. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. 1 strike away. Swing and a pop-up. Harper has a beat on it. And that will end it. The Blue Jays are headed to the ALCS.
Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
Well, the Jays come from behind in both the game and the series. Now move on to the ALCS to face Boston. Let's have a look at the box score. For the Jays bats, they score 4 runs and 8 hits, 2 walks, strike out 10 times. Butler, Yelich hit doubles. Butler, Yelich hit home runs. Butler, Yelich get the RBIs. Grayson Stott gets the stolen base. And for the pitching, Matt Strom gets the second win of the postseason. Mason Miller gets his second save. And as a team, they give up 3 runs and 5 hits, 2 walks, and Strick hit 7. And with the win, the Jays win this series and move on to the ALCS, where they'll face the Boston Red Sox. And for the NLCS, it'll be San Francisco versus Milwaukee. So remember to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss the next game for Game 1 of the ALCS between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Boston Red Sox.